Well, Canadian officials want the public to protect their computers after a massive cyber attack on Friday. We know at least one Canadian health authority was affected. And with that, let's bring in Aarti, who has the latest on the story. So what are officials exactly saying today, Aarti?
So we heard from the Canadian government saying that they are monitoring the situation, that they are aware of it, and that they will be working with their domestic and international partners to ensure that if there is any steps that need to be taken, that they will be done. And also if there's any help that's needed, that the Canadian government will also be ready to assist. So there are some tips here from the Canadian government as well that we can throw up for you here on a board. They are suggesting that people, as they head into work tomorrow, when there could be another potential threat, when you turn on your device, update your operating systems and software. It would be ideal if you did that before you go to the office. Also, don't click links or open attachments in unsolicited emails. Remember, that is how this virus initially was able to spread, by way of attachments and emails. And also run system security software to make sure it is all up to date. They also suggest that you have a safe backup of the data on your computer to ensure that you are not vulnerable to be held ransom in the event that you're being asked to pay money to access your device and its information. Now, in terms of the hospital that has been impacted, that's here in Ontario. We did get a chance to contact Lakeridge Health, and what they have told us is that they can confirm that there was some unexpected computer downtime on Friday and that it was related to the cyber attack, but they did have updated security systems, and so their antivirus system kicked in, and so they were able to not have a severe impact as a result of that. There was no disruption. They are now in the process of cleaning and scrubbing systems to make sure that they are completely clear from any virus, and there's messaging going out as well to their staff to make sure that no one is opening those emails that could potentially lead to a greater risk. Now take a listen to this cybersecurity expert on that potential threat.
Yeah, we're certainly going to see more of this. Ransomware is not particularly new. The anonymous Bitcoin payment system has made it much easier for people to monetize these malware attacks. And really, this is just the same thing that we've been seeing before, but now happening on a much larger scale than we've previously seen.
And so certainly all those tips remain there. We know that cybersecurity experts are saying make sure that all of your software is up to date, because that is what made some of these systems particularly vulnerable, Michael.
So Lakeridge Health in Oshawa, Ontario, confirming that they were hit somewhat. Let's talk about the investigation into all of this, though. What is the latest? We do know it's an international effort.
And so while we were focusing on Canada, remember there are about 150 countries that have been impacted by this cyber attack that took place on Friday. Now, the estimates also suggest about 200,000 victims. So we're talking about countries like the UK, Germany, India, Russia, certainly Canada, the United States as well. And so this will all be part of the investigation to see how these companies, these organizations, and these individuals were impacted and who is behind it. So we know Europol is part of the investigation. They're also taking help from the FBI. We know FedEx, for example, in the United States is one of the organizations that was impacted. We also know that the U.S. president called an emergency meeting with Homeland Security to assess the damage of this threat and make sure that it is prevented if, of course, there is more threat for the coming days. Michael.
Aarti, thank you very much.